All right, so we're gonna start with this video first.
Life is a series of lessons. So the sooner you know this, the better off you'll be. So let's dive in. Okay, first of all, people don't do things once. If they cheated before, if they lied before, if they betrayed before, they'll do it again and again and again. So don't expect them to change or be different with you because they won't. Second of all, um, be careful with your friends because not all friends have good intention. Many people will say that it's your friend, but they are searching something from you. They are interested in something you offer and they need. But when you need them, when you I don't know, you need something, um, they will disappear. So be careful with your friends. The third one is be always on guard. Don't trust everyone, not even your friends. The only people you can trust is, and not always, is family and you. Most of all, you. So be always careful. And the third of all, no, that's fourth of all. The last, but not the least, is don't search happiness on objects or people. Not because you love a guy or a woman so much, it means that that person is your symbol of happiness, or being millionaire. We have like the the mind of being millionaire or billionaire, and it's okay. But don't be obsessed with that because life is just one. So try to search things that makes you really happy, read a book, um be with your pets or something like that. The only thing that can make you happy is you. So reflect on these things that I said, and try um to follow these lessons that I have learned with difficulty, and it was my experience of life.
All right, so now we're gonna go deeper on this topic. Let's go. Come with me.
Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived in order to be understood. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. Lessons that, if you would have learned early on, would have saved you a lot of trouble. If there are some things that I think about today, and actually every year as time goes by, that if somebody would have told me this when I was younger, my life would not be the same in a positive way. Now, the problem is that even though somebody tells you what to do, sometimes you might be too young to fully process those things. So today we're going to talk about those things that you have to process and that you have to think about because they do have consequences in your life. It could be the difference between being a bum your whole life and actually achieving something worthwhile. It's between having a happy relationship with a woman or a man, it doesn't matter, between having a bunch of baby mamas, being in prison. It all comes down to the lessons that you internalize. So these are the lessons today that I want everyone to internalize, and those are the things that I learned in my life. So the first one is this: people never do things just once. It's one of those things that will prevent you from being played. How close is it? What does it show? You gotta get a little further away. Yeah, go get it right here. There you go, that's fine. Yeah. People never do things just once. If they cheat on you once, they'll cheat on you again. If they lied to you once, they'll lie to you again. If they lied to their friends, they'll lie to you. If they hit someone, they'll hit you. In other words, whenever I see someone fighting in the streets, I could promise you it's not the first time they fought in the streets. It's not the first time. People never do things just once. If somebody's being rude to a waitress and they say my fault, I'm just mad. Trust me, it's not that they're mad. It's a habitual pattern. People are pattern humans. If somebody went to prison once, they'll go to prison again. The next one is this: people happiness comes from within, not from without. Meaning, somebody meditating. Meaning that what you have to realize when you're young, life offers you a lot of distractions when you're young. So it's very easy to be fooled that the happiness you feel is real happiness. I call this type of happiness similar to the cold that you feel when you are outside versus the cold that you feel in your refrigerator. Those two have a completely distinctly different sensation. Both get things cold, but one feels more real and the other one feels artificial. It's the same thing with this. When you're young, you usually find happiness in stimulation. But what you will notice is that the happiness makes you numb on the inside. Makes you numb on the inside. What do I mean by numb? You're so fucking happy that you fail to feel the sensation of the body. You're so distracted by mind-made objects. I have a girlfriend. I have a boyfriend. I have money. I'm so happy. You're deriving your happiness from mind-made objects that you fail to feel your body. You're only feeling the things in your mind. You're not feeling the body. What you learn is that this causes the sensations of the body to literally feel numb. And this is so distracting that you're not feeling feelings. What you are doing is feeling experience. You're not really feeling who you are, which is at the depth of your being. So as you get older, the sensations of the body begin to fade away because you're not feeling it. And you have to overcompensate by bringing more mind-made things. And sometimes equals drugs, sometimes equals experiences that hurt you in the long run. The happiness comes when you stop relying on this and you start reconnecting with the sensations of the body. That's why I recommend people to try out meditation. I don't give a fuck I spelled it wrong. That's a hard thing to spell. Not meditation, right? Now, the next thing. You gotta be careful of people who wanna be your friend very quickly, especially if you have something to offer. Especially if you're somebody who has something to offer to the world, a person of power, a person who's really good looking. You have to be careful because most of the attention and the desire for friendship comes because they wanna take something from you, they wanna hurt you, but a lot of the times it's not genuine. And a lot of young people who are lucky to be born good looking, to be born very talented, miss out on the fact that people feel envy and can't spell for their fucking lives, right? That's one thing you'll notice. People feel envy. And whenever you are lucky in life to have money, to have good looks, you never really experience envy. So because of that, you are completely vulnerable to the psychological attacks of people who are trying to hurt you. And it makes you jaded over time and you start to resent people. So you have to be careful of people who are coming to you, who want to be friends who want to get close to you without them even knowing you. A lot of the times it has nothing to do with you and a lot of times they want to hurt you. You got to realize envious people want to get close. They want to get close to you. And why? They want to do that in order to hurt you. That's the thing that people they realize that too late. They realize that until it's too late. Actually, there's a chapter in The Laws of Human Nature about envious friends by Robert Greene, right? And this is a chapter that a lot of people get hurt because they never see these attacks coming, right? These attacks come out of nowhere. Okay, what the fuck is this chapter? In chapter 10 of The Laws of Human Nature, it says, we humans are naturally compelled to compare ourselves with other people. We are continually measuring people's status, the levels of respect and attention they receive, and noticing any difference between what we have and what they have. For some of us, this need to compare serves as a spur to excel through our work, which is actually kind of me, to be honest with you. For others, it can turn into deep envy, feeling of inferiority and frustration that can lead to covert attacks and sabotage. Nobody admits to acting out of envy. You must recognize the early signs. Praise bids for friendship that seem effusive and out of proportions. Subtle digs at you under the guise of good humor. Apparent uneasiness with your success. It is most likely to crop up amongst friends and your peers in the same profession. Learn to deflect envy by drawing attention away from yourself. Develop your sense of self-worth from internal standards and not insensate comparisons. Right? And honestly, this is the one thing that young people really fall into, and that's just people being envious of them and them not noticing why people are so hostile with them, right? Now, the next one is, which kind of comes to the next one, never put down your sword and shield, not even for a friend. What does that mean? Well, never put down your guard. If anyone's going to betray you, it's not going to be Satan. It's not going to be your neighbor. It's going to be your friends. And that's the part where people have a tough time understanding, and they deny that because it hurts. It breaks the reality that their friends will be there forever, like a fucking Disney movie. What you will notice is that as you get older, your friends will not be friends. The people who you call friends today might not be friends with you 10 years from now because people change. As you get older, when you're first born, you're with your parents. And then from when you're 10 till 28, 20, 25 actually, you got the most friends. After that, your friends start to decline. Because people change, people betray. A lot of times your friends were just circumstantial. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually most people's experience. It's actually the truth. Now, the next one, power. Okay, I'll go with you guys. People say that power corrupts. No. Power and powerlessness both equally corrupt. They're both equally corrupt. The only difference is that one only hurts themselves and the other hurts the whole freaking world. Like the whole world, all right? So when you see a guy who's humble, who doesn't have money, you don't assume just because somebody doesn't have power that they're not corrupt. Trust me, have you seen old men who are alone? They hit on girls walking down the street. That's a sense of powerlessness. They feel like they don't have power, and so they start being criminal. They start being disrespectful. When people feel isolated, they start to get angry. They start to feel bitter at the world. That is a form of corruption, right? Bitterness is a form of corruption, right? You're allowing your situation to get to you. Let me find a pen right here. This is dying. All right, most people are born for specific. Now, the next one is this. This one's close to me because it's actually something that I'm not good at. This is very true. Most people don't really struggle earning money. If you really think about your life, right? If you did everything perfectly with your money, you actually would have a lot of money in the savings account. Most people's struggles is not about earning money. It's really the fact that they just suck at saving money. Give someone who's broke today a job that gets them $300,000 a year, and I can promise you that dude will have like $5,000 on his bank account. That's just how that is. It tells me there's no excuses. Like, I've met people who like earn not a lot of money and actually have more money in the savings account than me. The fuck is that? Okay, next one. Okay, I see this here. Fuck it, I'll recite it from memory. In Robert Greene's book, it talks about how everyone has a purpose, right? He says, you possess a kind of inner force that seeks to guide you towards your life's task, what you are meant to accomplish in the time that you have to live. In childhood, this force was clear to you. It directed you towards activities and subjects that fit your natural inclination, towards things that were deep and primal. In the intervening years, this force fades in and out as you get distracted with false purposes. The beauty about it is that it doesn't matter at what point in your life you are able to tap into this force. There are certain things that you're meant to do, and if you don't do it, you will be unhappy. And this purpose usually has to do with the type of work that you do. And this is why the number one predictor of your unhappiness is your job. If you hate your profession, you will be unhappy. So it's not about a job itself. It's really about you having this feeling that you're fulfilling your calling in life. And unfortunately, a lot of people work at jobs where they feel like they're not meant to do. So as a result, they just feel unhappy and they don't know why. So then they'll start doing drugs, they'll start having false purposes, they'll start following political movements, nothing to do with what they have, all because they're bored and frustrated. Finding your calling is important, and if you want to get that, I would recommend you purchase the book Mastery by Robert Greene. It'll teach you guys how to do that. Now, the next one, this is 7, right? 7, most people are born, people really. 8 people wear masks. Most people wear masks, and they never really show you who they are. You'll know people, but you'll never really know people. There are some things about your friends that you just don't know. You know them as friends, but you don't know them as a dad. Different dark sides come out depending on the type of power they have over you. Now, some people are really nice people, so you give them power and you won't see that side. But a lot of people that you call your friends, they have a dark side that they don't want to show. Some criminal, some embarrassing, some insane. But the point is, I have one, you have one, everyone has one, your baby's developing one too. Everyone, fuck yeah, your baby has one too, little 2-year-olds, little evil motherfuckers, man. And so what you want to be able to do is see through those masks. Now, in the book, The Laws of Human Nature, it actually talks about a chapter, seeing through people's masks. And it says the following: people tend to wear masks that shows them off in the best possible light. Humble, confident, diligent. They say the right thing, smile, and seem interested in our ideas. They learn to conceal their insecurities and envy. If we take this appearance for reality like some people do, we never really know their true feelings. And on occasions, we are blindsided by their sudden resistance, hostility, and manipulative actions. Fortunately, the mask has cracks in it. People continually leak out their true nature and unconscious desires in the non-verbal cues they cannot fully control. Facial expressions, vocal inflections, tensions in the body, and nervous gestures. You must master this language by transforming yourself into a superior reader of men and women. You must master this language. Armed with this knowledge, you can take proper defensive measures. On one hand, since appearances are what people judge you by, you must learn to how to present yourself and play a role to the maximum efforts. So everyone wears a mask. It's just how that works, people. And this is why a lot of people get disappointed when they see their friends maybe in prison or this or that. Well, it's because people are very complex, man. People try to show you a very simple image so that you can easily digest it. So when people say how he or she is, you give them a very simple response. But the truth is, just like you, there are emotions, desires that are too dark and criminal for people to show. And everyone has them, but most people just don't act on it. Now, the next one is, and this is actually very true, people, dreams need hard work, not magic. Fuck that one, all right? Some people, parents, some parents envy their kids, people. This is actually very sad and very true, right? They envy their kids. And why is that? Well, because people are, well, as you get older, you start to envy younger people. There's a cult of worshiping younger people nowadays. And a lot of parents, when they have kids, they feel like they lose out on their youths. So because of that, they look at you and you represent the youth that they didn't have. So a lot of the times, just like envious friends, we have envious parents. And they try to sabotage their kids. How do they do that? Well, they try to make you completely dependent on them. They'll find a way where you can depend on yourself, but you can only depend on them. It's not conscious a lot of the times because envy is something that it's very hard to admit. A lot of parents will envy the people you date. A lot of dads will envy the girls that their sons date. A lot of moms will envy the guys that their daughters. This is why your parents will tell you some advice that you think just doesn't make any sense. You want to fulfill your dreams, they'll tell you don't do it. You want to do something that's kind of risky, they'll tell you not to do it. A lot of times they're doing it because they're afraid or because they care about you. But sometimes they're doing it because they envy you. They don't want you to achieve your goal. And you'll notice a lot of the time, this is why some athletes, when they start earning a lot of money, they stop their relationship with their parents and family gets a little, especially with their parents, gets a little fucked up. Because some of the dad, for example, will get envious of the son who's more successful. So one of the ways that they show their envy is by asking for an exorbitant amount of money to the point where the child feels resentful. It's really passive aggression. Right? Now, the last one, and this is a warning for all you motherfuckers out there, all you regular ass looking folks, you are uglier online. Let's always get that out the way. You go from fucking Papi Chulo looking to like the prince of Uglyville, pretty much. In other words, when you're online, people are not going to treat you how they should treat you in real life. You're always going to look more unattractive online. For the simple fact, there's a lot of people online. People rarely meet people in person. So if they meet you in person, you're going to be more attractive because they rarely meet people in person. Online, you, him, fucking hippo over there, all of you guys are added to the group. So because of that, they judge you based on everyone. So you're always uglier online. When they know you through your friends and family, people respect you more. But when they know you through online, they're more superficial. And they're usually more pickier. I'm pickier online. I swear to God, it's kind of crazy. Like, it's everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. So these are 10 harsh truths that people learn too late. And I wish that, this one, it'll help you in your online dating when you're younger because you'll notice that if you're only online, people treat you like shit. But it's not you. It's just online. You're just uglier. Get off of it and you'll notice that people treat you with more respect. All right. So these are the 10 things. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know in the comment section what other types of videos you guys want me to make, or else I'm closing this new channel. Take care. Let's go. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women, but what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you, so that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature,
the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date, using vulnerability, online game, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang and bang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video.